Good morning. This is a super cool area of the Cincinnati Museum Center. As she said, Dinosaur Hall, or inside the Science Museum, and we're actually right now right near the Paleo Lab.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity to get behind that glass recently and sort of find out where all of these fossils come from. Take a look. I'm trying very hard not to freak out right now because I'm surrounded by fossils, and I've got Katie Hunt, paleontology lab manager, to tell me about this room. And just do you freak out like every day the way I'm freaking out right now?
I really do. I am so lucky to be here, right here in this paleo lab. I get to work on fossils in front of the public. They get to look in through these windows, and they get to watch real science in action.
And when you say real fossils, like in my head, like trilobites are great. They're super fun, but these are dinosaurs.
These are dinosaurs. These are dinosaurs that we are digging up in southern Montana every summer.
So you are literally going out and are part of the team that brings all of these amazing things back, in addition to cleaning them off and whatnot when they get here?
I am. I get to go and I get to dig for a couple weeks every summer, and then I bring them all back here and get to work on them.
Can you show us just a little bit of what you're
Absolutely.
working on?
So let's start over here. Let's take a look. So this blob right here, this plaster blob.
Yes.
This is the top part of a sauropod, so a long-necked dinosaur femur. So this is the part that would attach into the hip. This is just one section of it. It's over 5 feet long, all of it put together. This is how we transport our fossils.
To keep it safe, protect
exactly.
it. Okay.
Yes. It's called a field jacket. It's like a custom carrying case.
And you just kind of mix it up yourself when you're out there
Exactly.
and you kind of paint it on?
It's plaster of Paris and burlap. It's kind of like doing paper mache.
Unbelievable. So you get it back here, you crack off that protective shell.
Exactly.
And then what? What happens next?
All right, so next, let's jump right over here to this. This is an Allosaurus femur. This is my friend Allosaurus here.
Allosaurus femur!
This is the meat eater of the sites that we dig at. So this one's in progress. I'm not quite done removing some of the rock that's around it. I have to repair some different cracks and things in it because our fossils are always a little broken when they come back here.
They're kind of old, so that's going to happen.
Yeah, they're a little old. And then when they're finally wrapped up, they kind of look a little bit like this. So this is an Allosaurus toe claw.
I always thought of Allosaurus as little T-Rexes. That's probably not right, but that's how in my head.
You know what? That's how I describe it.
When I was a little kid, that's how I always thought of them.
Just a little bit smaller and a lot older.
Okay,
would you like to hold this fossil?
I would.
Yes. So you are looking at one Allosaurus toe claw from the foot.
That's so, I don't know. Again, so much of it is sort of based in my childhood. I used to be so fascinated by dinosaurs, and I still am. And this is the real deal.
That is the real deal. You were holding the real fossil that just came out of the ground at the end of July.
There are a lot of people who are watching this right now going, well, Bob gets to hold the thing. How come I don't get to hold the thing? Or Katie gets to go to Montana. How come I don't get to go to Montana? But you can?
You can, yes.
So talk about that.
The organization I work for, called Elevation Science Institute, we're partners with the Museum Center.
Okay.
We bring people out to Montana every summer. Anybody can sign up, 12 and up with a grown-up. And we get tools in your hands, and you actually get to dig for a whole week. It is fantastic.
So you're like it's like the beginning of the first Jurassic Park movie. You're going out there and you're doing the thing.
You're doing the thing. No experience required.
And were you telling me that if you are part of one of those digs, the fossils that you bring back, you get to help sort of present when they get back to the
Exactly,
museum?
yes. And I want to see more Cincinnatians out here. You get to come here, you get to see it in action, and then you get to help me out too. It works out.
So neat. Okay, I'm going to very carefully put this back down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we finish up, I know this wasn't part of one of the digs you were on.
Oh, yes.
But you have something back here that is so stunning to me that I almost can't handle it. Can you tell people
come on over. Come check this out.
Oh!
This is a Triceratops skull. So Triceratops, 3 horns on their heads.
I mean, that's it.
You can see that big horn sticking right up there. This was found in a different part of Montana, and they had to use a helicopter to lift it out of the ground.
And you can still see, you haven't cut away that protective shell completely yet,
Exactly.
yes?
So you can see that field jacket in the cross section there. It's supporting this skull as it sits on this nice frame. And all of my friends who come to the museum can look right in the window and see this Triceratops.
I am blown away that is just sitting right down here at the Cincinnati Museum Center for
It is.
anybody to come in and see.
Anybody can come.
And maybe being part of helping to find that too.
100%.
If someone is watching this right now and freaking out like I am, how do you find out more information about going on one of those trips?
Yes, so you can visit elevationscience.org, and we've got all that information laid right out there.
Oh my gosh, Katie, this has been great. Thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to go try not to touch everything in this room.